Pleased to see you in Kigali, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a day that will always have a special place in the history of American-Rwandan relations. President Bush, President Kagame, it's truly an honor that both of you have agreed to participate in this dedication ceremony. Who could have predicted 46 years ago, when the United States first established diplomatic relations with Rwanda, that our two heads of state would be present to dedicate this wonderful new embassy building? Strength and breadth of the ties that link the United States and Rwanda. Its construction has been a joint effort. It started in September 2004, when the government of Rwanda agreed to sell this plot of land with its wonderful location, its breathtaking views over the city, to the United States. And during the past 24 months, more than 750 workers, including more than 650 Rwandans, have labored together to finish this site. Americans and almost 190 Rwandans are proud of their new workplace and their American-Rwandan relations. We thank the Office of Overseas Buildings Operations in the Department of State on time and on budget. President Kagame, as you know, President Bush's work of American diplomats around the world to promote democratic, well-governed states that respond to the needs of their people, those responsibly in the international system. Those of us who serve in Rwanda have the good fortune to work with a government that welcomes the hand of partnership offered by the United States. Our cooperative programs to improve the health of Rwandans through PEPFAR and through the Presidential Malaria Initiative opportunities by developing specialty coffee are closely linked to Rwanda's rural development programs and its goal of encouraging private judicial system and strengthen the democratic process are linked to Rwanda's own. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I'd like to call to your attention another example of the special bonds that link the peoples of Rwanda and the United States. The Kigali City Council has approved a proposal, which is now with the Ministry of Infrastructure for final implementation, to rename the traffic circle, which is in front of us here or behind you, to rename this traffic circle where the American Embassy is now located in honor of one of America's greatest citizens, Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. And I'd like to thank the people of Kigali for this special gesture. Ladies and gentlemen, I now give you the Honorable George W. Bush, President of the United States of America.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Please be seated. Unless, of course, you don't have a chair. Mr. President, thank you for joining us. Madam Kagame, we're so thrilled you're here. Laura and I are honored to be with you. I appreciate the members of the Diplomatic Corps joining us as well. I had a speech. I'm not going to give it. Guys like me always like to cut ribbons. There's nothing more special than cutting the ribbon on a new embassy, particularly in a country like Rwanda. Rwanda has come... it's amazing. You know, Laura and I just came from we came from a beautiful lunch with the President and First Lady, and but we went to the Holocaust Museum. It's hard to believe that a country could recover so quickly from such a horrible moment. It's hard to believe that there can be hope after a devastating period of time like that, and yet there is. And so cutting the ribbon here really is a chance for America to say, we stand with you as you hope for a better future. Plus, I like dealing with strong leaders who care about the people. I like courage and compassion. And that's what I believe your president has, courage and compassion. He cares deeply about the plight of the citizens of... And I think when people get to know America, thanks to people who work here at this embassy, they will find that we're a nation of courageous and compassionate people too. So my first call is to thank our fellow citizens for working in Rwanda, and thanks for serving the United States of America. I hope you have as much pride as I do in saying, I represent America. And the reason I do so is because we are a compassionate people. And when we see suffering, we just don't sit around and talk about it. We act upon it. And when we see the hungry, we feed the hungry. Not because of it's like we want, to establish undue influence. It's because we all believe we're children of God. And so, for those of you on the front lines of saving lives with the malaria initiative, I say thanks. Good job. Keep doing it. It's not that hard to spread out nets. Requires a government willing to cooperate with you. It's just not that difficult to figure out how to deal with a disease in which thousands of babies die. It's insecticides and nets and good strategies. And so thanks for working on that. For those of you who are dealing with HIV/AIDS, people often ask, why did I decide to get involved? I couldn't stand by and watch a generation of people eradicated was something that we could help. You see, and so I want to thank my fellow citizens for saving lives. Gosh, I hope it makes you feel good. It certainly makes me feel good to know you're out there working hard. And so thanks for being a part of what I call a mission of mercy. And thanks for showing the good heart of America. For the Rwandan citizens here, thanks for helping our embassy go. We can't run our embassies without the people from the host nations. And the ambassador tells me that you're really fine people. And I know my fellow citizens thank you for working side by side with the people of the United States of America. For those of you wearing the uniform, God bless you. There's nothing better than being the commander-in-chief of such an outstanding group of men and women who selflessly serve a cause greater than themselves. I do want to thank Michael and Leslie for their service. I do want to recognize our great Secretary of State. I thought for a minute you were going to name that road after Secretary Condoleezza Rice. And they're talking about great Americans, and they're going on and on and on. I was certain it was going to say Rice Boulevard. I do want to thank Cheryl Sim and her husband Richard. He's from Texas. Any other Texans are here? Yeah, there you go. You know what it's like, man. Pretty lucky deal to be called Texan, isn't it? Finally, I do want to end by saying this. To whom much is given, much is required. Presidents must make decisions based upon certain principles that are timeless and universal. And that's one of the principles that stands our nation in good stead. We're a blessed nation. And I believe it is in our interest, our national interest, and our moral interest to help people like we're helping them here in Rwanda. And so it's an honor to be here to cut the ribbon for this new embassy. It's an honor to be in front of people who've got compassion in their hearts and efficiency on their minds and willing to do the right thing to get to save lives. And it's an honor to be in a great friend and ally, Rwanda. God bless you. And now it's my honor to bring to the podium our president, your president, and our ally, President Kagame.
President Bush, Madame Aurora Bush, Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, Ambassador Mike Orieti, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be part of the inaugural ceremony for this magnificent facility that is to house the Embassy of the United States of America in Rwanda. The commissioning of this new home for America's diplomats is important not only for the government and the people of the United States, it is also vital for us Rwandans. As we all know, an embassy is a home away from home. This beautiful complex should become a magnet for drawing more Americans to Rwanda, not only civil servants and diplomats, but American businessmen and women seeking investment opportunities in our country and the region. They will find reliable and able partners in Rwanda's business community and in government through private-public partnerships. The new embassy is also a vote of confidence in how we are building a new nation. We are proud of that. Further, it is a place of learning for Rwandans seeking information and new ideas. In its famous library with its vast knowledge resources. Mr. President, America inspires Rwanda and I think Africa in many ways. Like our continent, the United States began as a colony, fought a war of independence, descended into civil war before emerging as the world's most enterprising nation. With America's inspiration and partnership, our country and our continent will also make the transition into the prosperity column. Mr. President, I once again thank you for inviting me to this function, and Ambassador Arieti. And in conclusion, I wish to concur with Ambassador Arieti that the roundabout outside this embassy should carry the name of the great American civil rights leader, Martin Luther King. And we'll be happy to help bring that about as soon as possible. So once again, I thank you for visiting our country and for inviting us to be part of this memorable occasion. I thank you very much.
Thank you, President. Good job. Yeah, thank you. Welcome. We done.
Nice
Yeah, good.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Seeing you. Nice to meet
Sir.
you.
Thank you.
Mr. President,
Yes, ma'am. Please sit down.
this is a group of youth representing the Anti-AIDS Club. And
Anti-AIDS Club.
we have Anti-AIDS Club at school.
That's
And
good.
we try to have them in all schools in Rwanda. And we have also them in community for children who are not at school. For children who are already above 20. And so this is a piece of prevention, like you have seen another piece there,
Yeah.
communication with parents. Here it's fair communication, and the other piece of the program is teaching them how to do drama, to get skills, competition, singing, testing, and also if you have seen in the town those big billboards with
Yeah,
a
we see 'em.
campaign, we saw that. This is a campaign and a program we have with Spearside, and Abajon program, and this is I'm going to give them.
PEPFAR
also-
program?
Yes.
Yes, PEPFAR program with Spearside, and
That's
it's
good.
happening with them. I think it's the best thing with them.
Okay, good. Well, we're glad you're here. Thanks for letting us come by and say hello. So, what's the basics of the program?
Well, my name is Sharon.
Sharon.
Sharon,
Yeah.
We have
George.
club
Good.
in the school, and this is only for four of us. The message we pass on to the students is basically abstinence. Because at our age, we believe that abstaining is the best thing to do, till marriage at least. Basically, we do that in a lot of ways. We can either play, drama, concerts, voluntary testing. We encourage the students to test more than HIV status. Yeah.
You test here?
Yeah, we do.
Yes. So how hard is it to test?
Yeah, it's very hard. Challenge. Because you're afraid if you're HIV positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are people out there who are there for counseling. The first counseling will tell you, well, what happens if you're HIV positive, what happens if you're HIV negative, so that you can continue your life.
A little bit of a stigma.
Yes, and I'm Angela.
Hi, Angela.
As we always do make concerts, in those concerts people give out money
Yeah.
and they enter in to see what we're doing. And after we sensitize youth about what we are doing, how to abstain, and that money we get from the concerts, we give out to those people who are affected. We give them hope, we tell them each and everything. They find out they live.
Yeah, well, thanks for being leaders. It's not easy, is it?
Yeah, I'm Steve. So we used also to have other many programs like radio programs each Friday. Also we have here at school we meet twice a week. We have some meetings. So then in those meetings we used to discuss with youth, with students with the same ages, things like this. So we're just trying to discuss about this, maybe how to prevent it.
It's good.
wari kuza hano niho biri kugaragara wa ngwino Inshuti mureba televiziyo rero ubu ngubu turi hano ku kibuga cy'indege uruzinduko rwa nyakubahwa perezida wa Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika akaba amaze kuhagera hamwe aherekejwe na perezida w'u Rwanda nyakubahwa Paul Kagame. Ubu bakaba bamuherekeje kugira ngo uko urugendo rwe rurangiye perezida George W. Bush akaba yageze hano mu Rwanda mu gitondo cya kare yiriwe ahangaha i Kigali akaba yasuye urwibutso rwa jenoside ruri ku Gisozi aho yavugiye amagambo ye akaba yavuze yuko bibabaje cyane kubona ibyo bintu byarabaye hano mu Rwanda ariko nubwo byabaye ibyangombwa akaba ari ko twashobora kwikura muri icyo kibazo. Kuri ubu ngubu ndabona imodoka zitwaye abayobozi zitangiye kuhagera mu kanya nyakubahwa perezida George W. Bush nawe araba ahageze. Bagera mu mirimo kubyina biriya biratubura bigenze nte perezida George W. Bush akaba ari buvugane n'abasirikare bagiye muri Darfur muri mission ya peacekeeping nk'uko mubibona aha ku kibuga cy'indege. Abayobozi bamaze kuhagera aha nyine ku kibuga cy'indege tukaba tubona abayobozi bose bamaze kuhagera. Perezida Bush akaba ari buvugane n'abo basirikare b'abanyarwanda bagiye Darfur mu kurinda amahoro. Uzi ko Darfur hari ikibazo cy'ibintu bijya kumera nka jenoside nubwo kugeza ubu bitaremezwa. Amahanga akaba agerageza kurwanya yuko nyine haba jenoside. Perezida George W. Bush akaba yavuganye na perezida Paul Kagame. Ibiganiro byabo byibanze ku ishoramari bakaba banasinye amasezerano. Muri ayo masezerano kuko nyakubahwa Paul Kagame yabivuze ngo ni nk'ubutumire bwo gutumira abashoramari b'abanyamerika kuza gushora imari hano mu Rwanda. Nyakubahwa perezida Paul Kagame akaba yabijeje yuko baramutse bashoye imari hano mu Rwanda nyine nabo umutekano w'imari bashoye uzarindwa. Mu kanya nyine perezida George W. Bush araba arangije urugendo rwe i Kigali, aho batangije ku mugaragaro na ambasade ya Amerika iri hariya Kacyiru. hariya mubona abayobozi benshi hanze n'abashyitsi twari twabonye, niho nyine perezida George W. Bush ari buvuganire n'abasirikare b'u Rwanda bagiye Darfur ku kurinda umutekano. Perezida George W. Bush akaba agiye uwo arasezera abanyarwanda, waraherekejwe na nyakubahwa perezida wa repubulika Paul Kagame, umugore we. Ibyo akaba ari nabyo bisoza nyine uruzinduko rwa perezida George W. Bush hano i Kigali. Perezida George W. Bush avugana na perezida Paul Kagame baganiriye ku birebana n'umutekano w'aka karere k'ibiyaga bigari, bumvikana yuko ngo bazagerageza gushakira umuti hamwe, kandi umuti bakaba barawubona, igisigaye ari ugushyira ibintu mu bikorwa. Anemera yuko Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika zizakomeza gufasha u Rwanda mu gikorwa cyo kohereza abasirikare bo kurinda amahoro mu ntara ya Darfur muri Sudani. Ubu aho turi aha ku kibuga cy'indege, abashyitsi bakaba bamaze kwinjira mu ndege. Mu kanya kiba gisigaye ndumva ari uko indege yahaguruka. Et voilà, nous tendons vers la fin de la visite du président George W. Bush ici au Rwanda. Une visite au cours de laquelle il a d'abord visité le site mémorial du génocide Gisozi. Et après le site mémorial du génocide de Gisozi, le président George W. Bush a visité a rencontré plutôt son homologue le président Paul Kagame au village Rugwiro, où ils se sont entretenus sur différentes questions de la région des Grands Lacs. Après, ils ont signé un traité d'investissement, que le président Paul Kagame a qualifié d'une invitation aux investisseurs américains ici au Rwanda. Il leur a assuré la protection de leurs biens. Well, viewers, we are reaching the end of the visit of the U.S. President, Mr. George W. Bush. On his visit here in Rwanda, he visited the memorial site of Gisozi, where he expressed his regrets because of the people who died during the genocide. And after that, he met with His Excellency, the President of Rwanda, Paul Kagame. They had some discussions about different problems happening in the Great Lakes sub-region. And Mr. George W. Bush promised Paul Kagame that we're going to try to find solutions to the crisis. Aha rero ku kibuga cy'indege rero birakaza indege igiye guhaguruka. inshuti rero mureba televiziyo y'u Rwanda, ubu ngubu akaba arangije iki kiganiro. Inshuti bakunzi ba televiziyo rero, ubu ngubu akaba ariho urugendo George W. Bush yari yakoreye hano mu Rwanda rurangiriye. Bibutse ko mu rugendo rwe yari yabanje gusura urwibutso rwa jenoside ku Gisozi. Avuyeyo aza guhura na nyakubahwa perezida wa repubulika aho bavuganiriye ku bibazo bitandukanye birebana n'aka karere k'ibiyaga bigari. Nyuma y'ibyo bibazo baza gusinya n'amasezerano y'ishoramari hano mu Rwanda. Ayo masezerano perezida wa repubulika akaba yavuze yuko ari amasezerano asa n'ubutumire ku bashoramari bo muri Amerika yuko baza gushora imari hano mu Rwanda. Hanyuma rero perezida wa repubulika nawe akaba yijeje abashoramari ko igihe baramutse baje gushora imari hano mu Rwanda, u Rwanda narwo ruzabizeza umutekano w'izo mari zabo bashe hano. Akaba ari naho turangirije rero kubereka ukuntu nyakubahwa perezida George W. Bush yageze hano mu Rwanda. Ibindi biganiro muri bukomeze kubikurikirana mu makuru haba mu Kinyarwanda cyangwa se mu Gifaransa ndetse no mu Cyongereza. Nkaba mbashimiye cyane, mwirirweho, tuzabaturana naho utaha.